I'm going to go ahead and start recording. So welcome to Facebook 101 for Elders Climate Action. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody else coming in so that we don't have any noise interruptions. So everybody is muted now except for me, I believe. Hopefully that will minimize any noise disturbance that sometimes interrupts phone calls. I'm Jen Chandler, and I am the behind-the-scenes person at Elders Climate Action, if you will. I help manage technology and do marketing and website and various tasks for the organization. And today, myself and actually my intern, Noah, who's in the picture. Noah, will you wave so people can see you? Noah is here with us also, and he's new to Elders Climate Action. He's just come in as an intern to help us with Elders Climate Action Day. So he's kind of sitting in so he can see some faces of ECA and get to know a little bit more about Elders Climate Action. Today we're going to go over the basics of Facebook. It's going to be pretty basic for those of you who don't know much about Facebook, don't know how to use Facebook as a tool. And then if we have time, we'll allow for some time for questions for anybody else who might have some more advanced Facebook questions. And hopefully myself or maybe Noah, being a little bit of a younger generation, can help us figure out how to answer that question for you. If you have a question and you're on your computer, you can always use the chat box and you can send a question to me or to all of us. By just hitting chat and then typing in a question. And then at the end, I will open up the phone also for those people that are on the phone to be able to ask any questions they might have. For those of you that are on the phone, if you are able to follow along on a computer, that would be the best thing to do. Even if you are just following along on your own Facebook page, you should be able to understand a little bit of what I'm saying if you can't make it into the call. So to start off, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're going to go into Facebook. Okay. So obviously this is not Facebook. I'm going to open a new window and so I start off, my browser that I use is Google. So you can go into whatever you like to use. If you like to go into Google or whatever, and do a search for Facebook if you haven't already logged in. So once I get into Facebook, I've already signed up for Facebook, and so my account comes right up. And what I see when my page comes up is I actually see my news feed. And so it says right here, it says right here, news feed. And that is what I'm looking at, is my news feed. And so within my news feed, that's where I'm going to see news from my friends or from organizations that I'm a part of. And that's where most people go to when they go into Facebook to sort of see what's going on in Facebook. Within Facebook, you have, clicking places I shouldn't be clicking. Within Facebook, you also have what's known as your wall, or your page. And so if I click on Jen Chandler up here in the upper left corner, I'm gonna see my page. And this is myself. This is gonna be my pictures. This is gonna be the things that I've posted or things I've posted to my page. Here's a comment from my dad of what his garage might look like when I inherit it. And so here you'll see pictures of myself and pictures of my friends and whatnot. So that each one of us has our own wall. We have our own Facebook wall. This would be the wall. And we also have our news feed. So if I just click back, I can go back to my news feed. Most of the time, you would just go to your news feed unless you were looking like, for example, recently it was my birthday. So I went to my wall to see all my birthday messages from all my family and friends. Your news feed is where your posts from outside organizations or your friends are going to show up, like I said before. To like a post is very easy. You would just click like. To comment on a post is also very easy. You could click comment and you could type in a comment. Down here I just wrote beautiful on this person's photos. I could also share this post very easily by clicking share. And here I have the options of how I want to share it. I can share it now, and my share settings are set up to where I share it with just my friends, and I'll show you how to change your share settings. I can click share, and if I click share, I can type in a comment or a message to go with it. I can send it as a message, which means that I can send it privately to somebody, where, say, I wanted to send these pictures of the desert to my mother. I could hit send as message, and I could send that directly to my mom, and no one else would see that I've sent it to my mom other than her. I could share it on a friend's timeline, and the timeline, once again, is what I was referring to as the wall. So when I clicked on Jen Chandler and we saw my page, that's a timeline. So I could share it to a friend's timeline, or I could share it to a page. So I could share it to a page I manage. And many of you won't have pages that you manage. Some of you might. I happen to manage a few pages, so I could share this, for example, to Elders Climate Actions page. Now I probably wouldn't do that, but you can see where I'm going with it. To like an organization, there's two different types of likes. So there's liking a post, and then there's liking an organization. So to like an organization, I would do a search for the organization I wanted to look at. Here we're going to look at Elders Climate Action. I typed it in my search bar. I started typing because it's a place I go to regularly. It pops up automatically. Here you want to take note. When you type something in this bar at the top, you want to take note that in your search bar, that what comes up here might be a little confusing for you. If you're looking to go to the ECA page, you're looking for what's under pages. That's where you're going to link directly to the Elders Climate Action page. If you're part of a group, it's going to show up under groups. And then you'll also see posts where Elders Climate Action has been mentioned. So don't get confused. If you happen to click on something else, you might end up in a post or something rather than the page. So look for pages, and then you can click on Elders Climate Action. Once you get into a page of an organization, you're looking at a slightly different view on the ECA page right now, because I'm an administrator. So you see things right now that are on here that are administrator notifications. What you would typically see when you come into Elders Climate Action is you're going to see our logo, you're going to see a banner, and you're going to see these buttons right here: liked, following, share, and sign up. If you come into this page and it says liked, that means you've already liked and you're already following this page. Many of you will come in and it'll say, let's unlike this page for a minute. It'll look like this because you've never been here before. If you just click like, it's gonna set you up to like our page and that you're automatically following us, which means that in your news feed, you're going to see our posts. And I'll show you that in just a moment. So go to Elders Climate Action and like the page, and under the banner picture, and then make sure it says following. Under following, there is some settings here. So you can click see first, meaning that you want to see things from Elders Climate Action regularly. You can set it to default. You can have notifications set if there's events or suggested videos, or you can turn off notifications, those kinds of things. Under share, you can share this page with your friends. So if you wanted to encourage your friends to sign up and like this page, you could say, please like this page and share it on your timeline. that's going to go into your news feed. Anything you share in your personal timeline will go into your news feed. And that way your friends or your linked organizations are going to see what you've posted. So I could invite my friends to like Elders Climate Action's page, and I could hit post. Right here, I have control over who can see my post. So every post that you do, anytime that you post, you will see this option. It will always default to what your default option is, and my default option on my private posts are to my friends. Now, to Elders Climate Action posts, I would want anybody to be able to see that. I want that to be open to the world so that we can expand our Facebook universe. I can say friends except for, and then I can put exceptions in there. If you have certain people in your life you don't want to see certain posts, you can exclude them. You can also click more and you have more options. But most importantly, know that anytime you post on Facebook, you have the option of choosing who can see it. And it doesn't have to be public. Your profile does not have to be public. As a matter of fact, my personal profile is not public. So that's how I could share the actual page, Elders Climate Action page. Now, if there was a post on Elders Climate Action's page that I wanted to share, I would find it, and I actually found one earlier that I want to post on my personal page. So I'm going to go down to the post. It's got to catch up with me. That I wanted to share, which is this one, with my personal audience. So I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, I'm going to like it, because the more we like things on Facebook, the more they spread. That's the way that Facebook works. Facebook, if you don't like something on Facebook, that's the best way for it to go away. So if there's something out there in the world that you absolutely think shouldn't be out in the world, don't do anything with it on Facebook. Don't like it, don't share it, don't comment on it, and it'll go away. It'll eventually go to the bottom of the news feed. The more you like, share, or comment, anybody likes, shares, or comments anything on Facebook, the more it's seen, the more it spreads, the more visibility it has. So what we aim for is we aim for ourselves, the organization, the Elders Climate Action, to become very visible. And so we ask for your help in making that happen, which is part of the reason why we wanted to do a Facebook 101 today. Because as our membership likes us on Facebook and shares our posts, the more our network can grow exponentially in a very, very short amount of time. So any action, like, comment, share, is really important to what we do. I am going to go ahead and share this, and I'm going to share it to my own. Here, when I share something, it automatically comes up with on a page I manage, because I have multiple pages. Most of you aren't going to have that. It's just going to come up with share on your own timeline. Sharing on your own timeline, again, is your personal page. And I will just type friends. I hope you consider joining us. And so I've commented on the post, and now I'm going to post it to my own page. And I'll show you that post on my page in just a second. And it just comes up with a message saying shared on my timeline. So that's a way that I can automatically take Elders Climate Action's post and share it with my whole network and my community of people. Now, if I go back to my own page, and you can return to your own newsfeed at any time by clicking on the Facebook icon. And that takes you to your own newsfeed. And here you can see in my newsfeed, I shared this post. So now my friends will see that post in my newsfeed. If we go back to Elders Climate Action, oops, I spelled it wrong. And now we're back into Elders Climate Actions page. We also have the ability right here within the page to sign up. So if we click sign up, it will go, oh, mine is the administrative version. If you click sign up on your page, it will go to the Elders Climate Action website. And so it's an easy way to direct your friends, not only to liking us on Facebook, but to directly signing up with the organization to become a member or a supporter, or find out more about Elders Climate Action Day, for example. If you, let's see, if we go to, let me find an organization. Let's go to NRDC. Oh, I have liked it. Here on NRDC, you will see here that I've liked their page already, so we are already following them. They also have a donate button on their page, similar to our sign up button. But again, an easy way to search through Facebook is just to type into your search bar at the top. So if you're looking for a specific person or a specific organization, you're gonna find it here. You'll also see that if you search Elders Climate Action, that you can also find a link to Elders Climate Action Massachusetts chapter, which is another, is a chapter of Elders Climate Action that can be also liked and followed, and you can find out information specific to what's going on in the Massachusetts chapter. As we grow as an organization, our chapters will continue to build also, and so we will hopefully have a whole network of chapters out there, and then that will help us extend our network also. Let me just open it up real quick and see if anybody has any immediate questions, because I know I just covered a lot. Let me stop my screen share for a moment, and I'm going to unmute everybody for just a moment. So if you have a question, just please go ahead and ask it. Does anybody have a question? Great. I think everybody following so far?
I think so.
Okay. I will mute everybody. Okay. So one of the very, as I said, one of the very important things about social media in general is the idea of social sharing, and social sharing on networks, as I said, can grow an organization exponentially. It can make things go viral. We hear this term viral thrown out a lot, and it can make us, it can really help us grow a movement in a very rapid way. And so what we're hoping is that each person takes away, first of all, from this conversation, they go home or go to their computer and like us on Facebook so that they start following our feed. Another really important thing about following our feed is that you check in Facebook regularly, because if you aren't going to Facebook regularly, you're not going to see the posts that we're posting unless you have asked Facebook to keep those as a priority in your feed. A good practice, if you're really interested in an organization and you're not necessarily on Facebook religiously, like some people are, I know many of us get it on our smartphones and we can see it, you know, while we're at the gas station or getting our oil changed or whatever. But many of us also don't spend that much time on Facebook. So make a practice of going to the pages of the organizations that you like and seeing the things that they've posted recently, see what they're talking about, and then share those posts that you feel passionate about with your friends and with your families. It's a good way to help not only our organization, but help the whole movement in general fight our climate change issues that we have going on. And also bring awareness to our government. We can see the power of how social movements have been built through things like Facebook, looking at things like the Women's March. It started with an idea from a very small group of people, put it out on Facebook, and before they knew it, all over the world, there were marches happening. So we've witnessed in very recent history, the major power. We can also look at the power that it's had in things like political campaigns, for better or for worse. We know that it has power, so why not put that power to good? And for one, help us grow Elders Climate Action as an organization, help connect elders to information out there on climate change issues, which is a big priority. Margot Frank and myself and Jerry, we try to keep the content moving. We try to keep it up to date. We try to keep things that are hot in the media circulating through our news feed, so that we're bringing really up-to-date information to our audience to help educate them on what's happening in climate change issues. So one other thing I wanted to show you is how to share. I showed you how to share within from a post from your friends or a post from another organization, but there's also one more way that you can share. I'm going to go back to screen share again. And that is sharing things from outside sources or sharing things that you find online. And again, very, very easy to do. Facebook makes it easy for us. When you come into Facebook, you won't see into our page, you won't see sort of this mess that I see from an administrative perspective. You won't see all these icons. Here I have the ability to write something. And so, for example, I had found this article earlier today, which is an infographic on what Americans think about climate change that had some interesting infographics to it. And so I figured I would share this on our Facebook page. And there's two ways that we can share this on our Facebook page. And one is direct from their Facebook link. And so if you click on the little Facebook icon, you can share this. And so it says that it's sharing on my own timeline as me, Jen Chandler, and I can say something about this, this link, or I can actually share it to a page I manage. Fingers don't want to work. And I can post this onto the Elders Climate Action Facebook page. So I can do it that way, or the other way that you can do it, and that was direct from this Facebook link right here, the little Facebook F icon. But the other way you can do it is you can simply take a link, so I can just select the link in my browser, and I can do Control-C or copy, excuse me, and I can go to Facebook and I can insert that link, and it's going to pull up that article. So, and the same thing is I can type in a message here also. So it's very, very easy to share information from any source that you find on the internet. It's as easy as dropping a link. So if there's a website you really like that you want to share, you just grab that URL and drop it in. If there's an article, you would just grab the URL that you found the article at. If there's a video, same thing. And so very, very easy way to share information. And again, spread it to your networks. I just posted this one, so I'm not going to post it again. But I just wanted to see, I wanted you to see the two options of how that would post. And I'm going to go ahead and say exit because I don't need to save that. So that's two different ways to share from an outside source. And then you can also share, like I said, from your friends and other organizations that you visit. Let's see. I think that is the basics of what I had. So I am going to just open it up for any questions or anybody that has had a specific issue in Facebook that might need some support or to have somebody help figure them out, help them figure out how to do what you need to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and unmute again, just check with everybody on the phone. If any of you on the computer have questions, you can feel free to just comment to me that you have a question, or go ahead and ask it while I unmute. Okay, everybody is officially unmuted again. Questions or issues with anything that you've had on Facebook? Something you can't figure out how to do?
How would I post a personal photograph?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm going to go ahead and mute the callers again, and I will show you that. Let's see. Let's go to, actually, let's go back to Elders Climate Action. No, let's stay at, sorry, I'm being indecisive. Okay, to post a photo, I'm just gonna stay on my own personal page because it looks less administrative. Doing something wonky. Okay, so on your own personal page, you can post a photo or a video right into a post by clicking here. So if I click here and I can go into, let's just do this, map of DC. So I can add that map of DC. And then here I can go ahead and say, if I'm with somebody, or if I'm, I can do a little check-in, I can put in a location of I'm in this particular location. I can put in a comment, and that is gonna post it to my newsfeed, which also posts it to my photos. So that will remain within my photos until I go in and delete it out. Also, if you tag someone in it, so if I were to tag, for example, you guys are in my way here. So if I click here, I can tag a friend. Oh, Facebook changed on me a little bit. This looks different than normal. So I can tag Hazel Chandler, tag my mother in there. So now she's officially tagged in this photo also. So this photo will, if I publish this, it will show up in her news feed as well as in my news feed because I've included her in the photo. If I wanted to crop it or add text or anything like that to it, I could do that. But I don't need to. I'm just going to, oops, I hit discard. I did not mean to hit discard. Okay. I can't see the bottom because we are in the way. Okay, here we go. So I can hit save. And then here I am with Hazel Chandler at this place or with this photo. And I could say, can't wait to go to DC. Post. So now that is going to show up in my newsfeed that I can't wait to go to DC, and here's a map of where I'm going. It's the metro map. Yeah, so that's how I would add a photo that would go into my newsfeed. If I just wanted to add a bunch of photos at a time, I would go over to photos. If you go within your own page, you'll see photos. And here you can create albums and you can add photos and videos. So if I wanted to create a whole new album, I would choose create album. And then again, I can choose the files that I want to upload to that album from my computer. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And then here's also where all the photos of me live. So now you all get to see my family photos. You can download photos from here too. So if there is a photo that you really liked that you wanted to, say, make Christmas cards with, a lot of places you can link directly to your Facebook photos through online bookmakers or online Christmas card creators or things like that. But you can also download photos by right-clicking on them and just saying save image to downloads. So if ever you're in a place where you have pictures that you love but you don't know how to get them off of your Facebook, just know that right-click will help you get them off of your Facebook. Let's see, I'm trying to think anything else that would be helpful or useful. Once you go to a place a lot of times, it will start to show up, or if you visit it multiple times, generally is when it starts to show up in your shortcuts. You can also edit your shortcuts, and you can select things to show up in your shortcuts too, so that you would see them in this little bar. So if there were multiple pages that you like to go to, I would add it to your shortcuts. If you have things like events, a lot of times people have Facebook events that they invite you to. If you just click on events, then you'll see in a list of events that you've been invited to. And so if you say that you're going or maybe you can't go, you can RSVP for events in that place. And it's an easy way to just check and see what events are upcoming and what you've said you're going to participate in or not participate in. Groups, if you're part of any groups, you can quick link to those by clicking on groups, and you'll see a list of all of those groups. And if you wanted to see your friends, strange things coming up in my Facebook feed, my apologies. If you wanted to see all of your friends, you can go to the friends list. If you're sorting for specific people, if you wanted to find a specific friend, you would go to the search bar, and anybody with the name that you're searching for that you're friends with would show up. I think my internet is being a little slow. It seems like Facebook is moving slow. But anyways, in your search bars is how you would find anybody that you're looking for on Facebook. So whether it's an organization or someone you know, if you're looking for a specific person and you don't know much about them except for maybe you might know what city they're in, their first name, last name, and what city they're in, that's going to help you narrow down a Facebook search if you're looking for someone out there in the world, that especially someone that might have a common name. My sister is Beth Smith. And if I Facebook searched Beth Smith, I would probably have 4,000, I don't even know, probably even more than that. But if I searched Beth Smith, Indiana, I'm going to start to narrow it down and hopefully find her. So if you're looking for someone specific on Facebook, that might help a little bit to add a city or a state or both if you have it. Or things like alumni, maybe the high school they went to or the college they went to or things like that will help. Organizations, most of the time you can find pretty easy on Facebook. Most organizations are as simple as searching for their name. So if that helps anybody. Let me open it back up and see if there's any more questions. Let me just unmute. Anyone have questions?
Jen, this is Paul. Would you go over liking and following again?
Sure. Yeah. So liking and following, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. Liking and following are, again, very easy, as easy as finding an organization. I'm trying to think of an organization that I haven't liked. I don't know if I've ever liked Greenpeace's Facebook page. Okay, so Greenpeace, for example, I can search Greenpeace, and here I'm going to go to Greenpeace's page. And here I come to, right under their banner, I see like, follow, and share. If I click like, I'm automatically liking them and following them, which means that Greenpeace will now start to show up in my news feed. So if I go back to, if I hit the Facebook icon and go back to my own page, I may see something from Greenpeace in here. It's possible, but it depends on how long ago they last posted. But if I scroll through here, I might find something from Greenpeace. But for sure, now when Greenpeace posts something, I will see it. It will come up in my newsfeed. If someone wanted to know if for example, you're coming to Elders Climate Action and you wanted to know what other organizations Elders Climate Action likes, why my Facebook is being wonky. So here again, because I had clicked on the group, it showed up first. So again, be mindful of making sure that you go to the page that's listed under pages. That will get you to the right location. If I come to Elders Climate Action and I wanted to see how many followers it has, I can see here that it has 936 followers. Also, the view will be a little bit different for you coming in, visiting this page, because like I said, it won't be the administrative view. And so, so you can also see the pages feed, which is who all we have liked by our organization, and then also posts that are coming through from organizations that we like. So if you're curious, just if you look around the page, the Elders Climate Action page, you should see a link to the pages that we've liked. And that's where you'll see, our network's news feed of, if you will. It's essentially our news feed, but it's our network of all of our partners and all the organizations that we collaborate with on Facebook. And you can see that list over here on the left. We have a number of organizations that we are linked with, and there's even more than that. But those organizations are going to show up here in our news feed, so we see what they're posting about also. So we can go into here and we can easily share our friends' information onto our page by just, again, click share and share that. The big takeaway from this conversation, I would say, is just, again, if there's something you like and you want the world to know about it, like it, share it, comment on it, do all three. The more action, the better. And that will help spread the word, and that will help get it around to other people and within other people's news feeds. As soon as one of your friends likes a post, say you post something, and then your friend likes it, it shows up to their friends that they liked it. So, and again, if you comment on something, it's going to show up to your friends. It's going to show up to your friends, and then your friends' friends, and so on and so forth. So it's like the idea of throwing a pebble into a pond, and that ripple effect that just radiates out, and it continues to build as it goes. And so, if we can get posts that are viral, if we can build our like and share community, we're going to really build this organization to the 1 million strong that we want to be by 2020. I would also say that if we can really, I would encourage everybody to go on and share posts about Elders Climate Action Day with their friends. If you're planning to attend, please put a note out there to your friends and your network that you plan to attend and who else is going to join you, or a message along those lines. And you'll really help us gain momentum for the marketing of Elders Climate Action Day. And if you think about it, the marketing that we can do through social media is mostly free. It's human powered. If we don't have to pay anybody to generate content, then it's completely free. And that is pretty amazing tool to have free marketing in this world. And so organizations like Elders Climate Action require social media to be able to make their mission move forward, because it comes down to a dollars and cents game, and there's nothing better. So we really hope that you'll take some time to go onto Facebook, like our page, like our chapter pages too, support our chapters, and share our posts with your networks, and again, really share those Elders Climate Action Day posts and encourage your friends to come and join us. I'll open it up one last time for questions. And all right, any last questions? Well, I think if there isn't any questions, then we can go ahead and finish up, and I'll finish up a few minutes early.
I just have a question. Is this at all filmed? I missed the first 10 minutes.
Yes, it is. It is recorded. And if you have RSVP'd to the RSVP link, I have your email and I can send it to you. If you have not RSVP'd, if you want to send me a chat box message with your email, I will make sure you get the recording.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, any last questions? Otherwise, thank you for coming, and we hope to see you on another call sometime very soon, or we hope to see you in DC for Elders Climate Action Day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen, so much. Thanks, everybody, for being on.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
Wow. Learned a little bit.